Hi everyone. Are you a transaction coordinator secretly terrified you're working illegally without a real estate license? Stop stressing. Today we're cracking open the rule books for all 50 states to reveal exactly where you need a license, what you absolutely cannot do, and one massive online myth you need to stop believing. So the short answer is that no state issues a piece of paper literally called a transaction coordinator license. However, there are two major outlier states where you practically have to get licensed. So first up is New Mexico. New Mexico is the only state in the country with a regulation that specifically names a transaction coordinators. So if you work under the direct supervision of just one brokerage, you're safe. But if you are an independent or virtual TC offering services to multiple brokerages, New Mexico law mandates that you hold a qualifying broker's license, even if you're based out of state. Second is California. California doesn't have a plain language law forcing TCs to be licensed, but the Department of Real Estate guidelines define transaction coordination activities so broadly that almost all California brokerages will demand that independent TCs hold either a real estate license or a certified transaction coordinator credential. Okay, now let's kill a myth that refuses to die online. If you've been in real estate forums, you've probably seen someone claim that you have to be licensed to be a TC in Arizona. But listen to me on this one. This is completely false. Arizona does not have a standalone TC license requirement. Just like almost every other state, Arizona simply restricts the specific task that an unlicensed assistant can do, like answering transaction questions or running an open house alone. In Arizona, an unlicensed TC is legally classified as an unlicensed assistant and is strictly limited to purely admin and clerical work. So treat the Arizona myth with total skepticism. So if you live in the other 47 states or Washington, D.C., how do you stay compliant? It's all about task restrictions. Across the board, there's a universal rule book for unlicensed TCs. Here's what you can do everywhere. Track deadlines, organize documents, and put data into contracts as directed by an agent. Schedule inspections and do courier duties. But here's where the compliance risk actually lives. As an unlicensed TC, you cannot show properties or open doors for buyers. You cannot host open houses without a licensee present. No, you cannot negotiate any terms of a deal, no haggling over price, repairs, or dates. You cannot explain or interpret contract terms to buyers, sellers, or outside parties. You cannot answer substantive questions about title, financing, or closing. And you cannot be paid on a commission basis. You must be paid a flat fee, hourly, or a salary. So just stick to the administration magic, stay out of the negotiations, and you'll be perfectly fine. So, New Mexico and California are the two to actually watch closely. Arizona is a myth, and everywhere else is the same universal rule book with different statute numbers attached. I put together a full state by state reference document with source statutes and direct links so that you can verify for yourself, not just take my word for it. It's linked below and in the pinned comments. Quick disclaimer because it matters. I'm not an attorney. This is not legal advice, and laws do change. So always verify with your own state's real estate commission before making a decision based on this. So full state-by-state guide is linked below and pinned in the comments. Download it, bookmark it, whatever you need to do. And if this helped, hit subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Until next Tuesday, thank you so much. You have a great day.